All right, in this video, I'll give you 10 points as to why Dubai or UAE is no longer what it used to be. Okay, and many old timers who have been in Dubai for 10 years, 20 years, say 20 years and above, 20, 30, 40 years, you'd know what I'm saying is true. Okay, so I'll give you 10 points. Feel free, and I'm very sure there will be people who will disagree with me, but feel free, comment down below. So here are the 10 points as to why Dubai is no longer what it used to be. The first one, Dubai's salaries have improved like UAE. Okay, I will say Dubai, UAE, it's the same thing. So UAE or Dubai's salaries have increased like unbelievable. Okay, the facilities that you get in Dubai are world class. In fact, the life that you can get in Dubai, I doubt you can get in any city in the world. It's like rightfully say Las Vegas of the Middle East. Okay. However, people, and you know, if you see these Instagram and TikTok videos, Habibi, come to Dubai, they'll show you gold-plated Lamborghini, they'll show you a Bugatti, they'll show you Burj Al Arab, they'll show you limitless pool, you'll see an Arab local, Habibi, come to Dubai, and you'll get a beautiful girl, and she's flaunting her wealth and a house, and you'll get Khaleej Times mention, oh, they are earning, they are living in a 100,000, 200,000 dirham villa, their dream has come true. Oh, he's getting a salary of 80,000, 100,000 per month dirhams. Okay, all this sounds nice. All this sounds nice. The question is, big salaries, yes. Amazing life, yes. The question is, what are your savings? This is something nobody talks about. See, always understand this much. If the salaries are big, it is big not because the country or the companies are feeling very generous. The salaries are big is because the cost of living and the expenses are equally big. So many people say, oh, you know, that guy in Manhattan, he stays in such a beautiful apartment or such an expensive car or private jet. All that costs money, my dear. See, the problem is most of you tend to fall for the Instagram videos, the YouTube videos, the flashy social media stuff that people show you to brag and show off. That is not reality. What is the point if you get, let's say, even 1 million as a salary, but after all your expenses, you're left with only maybe $1,000? What is the point? Why do you think I left? I'm not speaking about anybody else. I'll speak about me. I was earning good enough. I was much more than what I'm earning today. I was earning in Dubai. Okay, much more. But guess what? End of the month, my savings was zero. Zero. Here in Thailand, I earn maybe you could say maybe one fifth of what I was getting there. Okay, 1/5 example. But guess what? I'm able to save nearly, I think 60%, 60% of my earnings. Why? Because the expenses I'm able to maintain very low. For example, rent. I used to pay 45,000 dirhams for a 1-bedroom in Sharjah. Here I pay 7,000 for a private villa. Internet was 500 bucks, 500 dirhams. Here, internet is free for me with the house. There, the water electricity was, I think, roughly 300, 400 per month. Here, water is for free. Electricity is, say, 200 dirhams. There in Dubai, I'll just give you a few more. There in Dubai, I would spend for calls nearly 1,000, 2,000 bucks on phone calls. Here, everything is voice over. On the internet, it's free. There, I would spend petrol. I think you're pretty aware of how expensive petrol is. I used to spend like full tank. I don't know, whatever is your full tank. For me, here, it's hardly, I think per month, I have 2 scooters. I spend, say, roughly 100 bucks, 100, because I hardly travel anywhere. And in Dubai, if I did not have a client, I would be, every day if I didn't have a new client or a big paying client, I couldn't sit at peace. I would be worried. I would be like just unable to sleep. And that's a reality because I was a freelancer. Here, I can stay without a client for maybe even 2 months, 3 months. Although I'm not looking forward to, be 2 months, 3 months. I definitely love to earn money. I love my job. Okay. So all I'm telling you is the salary is big. It is 100% big compared to India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and many people who are earning in UK, US, in the West. The taxes are so high. So Dubai is a dream come true. But you earn more, you have to spend more. You cannot be, I will earn 100,000 and I will spend 1,000. No, you have to wear the suits, you have to have the car, you have to have the lifestyle, you have to have the proper apartment in the right community. Others, you will not survive. You cannot be stingy and look like a beggar and expect big money. So the first point is savings. Savings very, very bad in Dubai. The next one, okay, is this nobody talks about and nobody will talk about, the corporate racism which is still there. Whether people sugarcoat and put it to you anyway, this is a fact. Old timers know this. An Emirati will get paid 5 to 10 times that of an Indian counterpart. Okay, and it's even worse for someone from Bangladesh because they convert the currency. Emiratis get paid the highest for the same job. Second level is Americans, British, Australians, second level. Third level is maybe South African, white, Russians, the white category, and you also get Lebanese and all that. But now because Lebanon is going through the crisis, then you get the Arabs who speak both languages, educated ones. Then comes Indians, then comes Pakistanis, Bangladeshis. I'm just giving you a roundup. For the same job, same job. Now, nobody will talk about this. In fact, companies have a separate HR for Emiratis, Emirati locals, separate HR, separate policies, separate packages, and separate ones for non-Emiratis. Okay, and that is why the government has, it's their country. They want to take care of their citizens. Why? Because Emiratis hardly want to work. Their dream job is to work with the government, and the government knows we can't take so many Emiratis, so they're forcing other companies to take these Emiratis. So now what happens is, why will they work there? Unless the incentives are damn good. So you'll always have this. And this new trend which has happened, which they have really stepped on or accelerated, was after COVID. They made it mandatory for companies to train local Emiratis. So let's say you are appointed as a manager. You will be given a student under you whom you have to mentor, take care, teach and upgrade to take your job. It's so funny and so ironical. And here's the funny thing. If you're earning 10,000 and the junior is supposed to get 5,000, 10,000, he's supposed to get 5,000. I'm just giving you an example. Instead, that junior Emirati would be getting 20,000. You're getting 10, junior is supposed to get 5. But this Emirati junior, who is your student, who is your intern or mentee, he will get double than what you're getting. You're a manager, he's an intern, yet he will earn more than you. He will have more power than you, more preference than you, and more importance and support from the company and the government than you. And if you complain to the company and say, oh, he's not listening, or he's not smart enough, or the manager or the boss will tell you, listen, I don't want to hear anything. He is in our department. You have to make him work. You have to get the job done. Can't force him, because they are making him your responsibility. Your job description is something else. This has been put on your head. This is primarily because the government wants more Emiratis. Emiratization, it's called. Okay. So there will always be corporate racism. You'll always see, forget they're kissing the ass of the boss and they are dancing to the boss's tune. Some people will say he's bending over, or she got down on her knees and, did this and did that. Okay, that can be anywhere in the world. But apart from all this, you also have corporate racism. And here's one more thing. In UAE, the dinosaurs who occupy important positions and they know that they can't get any higher than this, they will hold on to it with their lives. They'll make sure that their network or their connections are so strong, nobody can take his job, nobody can take below them. So if you are a smart aleck, you have a lot of talent and a lot of potential now, you're not looked upon as an add-on to the department, you'll be looked upon as a threat. But if you suck up to them and you give your boss all the glory, fine, you'll stay there. So remember, there is corporate racism, and there are no unions, and there is no laws or no set of like protections for employees. It's always the employer is right, it's always the government is right, and where Emiratis are concerned, they are always right. And always keep in mind, companies, most of the company, almost all the companies, you'll always see, they will say multinational, or they'll say, oh, we are looking at diversity and all that. No, top positions always Emirati and white skin. Below that comes all other skin colors. Okay, and you can't talk about this, otherwise you'll get deported for whether it's a misinformation or whatever using social media, because it's not a free country. That is number 2. Number 3, why Dubai is not what it used to be, is today, more than anything else, your job, your position, your money is your image. Why do you think so many people are putting on Instagram, on Facebook, expensive car, expensive house, oh, my husband, oh, my kids, oh, we are so happy, because that's an image, that's a facade. They have to maintain that. If you don't wear a branded watch, you don't drive a expensive, good-looking car, 4-wheel drive. Most of the Indians, South Indians, what do? They'll buy a Pajero, they'll buy a Land Cruiser, why? They want to show. Locals have that, I have that. It's a prestige. Oh, you stay in Emirates Hills. Wow. You stay in that tower. Oh, you stay near Burj Al Arab. Oh, you stay... it's all these. Oh, some people even brag, oh, I don't go shopping in, the small shops. I had this colleague who said, those days, there was this outlet called Bakar Moibi, and they were these small supermarkets, large chains, but they used to make everything affordable. This lady used to say, oh, I don't shop at Bakar Moibi. Are you gone crazy? Lals and Choitram, yuck. I'll only go Spinneys. I'll only go for, where the produce is fresh. Go figure. So people want to brag and show off that, oh, I don't have that small coffee, I go to Starbucks. They just want to, and they will always make sure that they let you know what is a brand that they're wearing. So it's very brand conscious, and which is why your job, your identity, your position, your power, all that matters. And if you lose that, finished. You're nothing, you're nobody. Don't even expect your own relatives to call you if you don't have this. Number 4 is, even though, okay, there has been a kind of an improvement from how job contracts were there before. It is not as bad as Qatar with their kafala, but you cannot just decide, I don't like the job, I don't like the boss, I'm resigning. Don't think it's a cakewalk. They are not going to make it so easy for you. They can really complicate your life, the employer or the manager, if they really want to. And if you're on their bad side, all the best, your life is destroyed, because they can take you to court and they can drag the case because they have all the resources you do not. Like, see, when you're in your country, let's say you're an Indian in India or a UK citizen in UK, you don't want to work, put in your resignation. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. No need to come to work, or finish your period of, 1 week, 15 days, handover, bye-bye. You can do that. You don't have to worry. You don't have to be afraid. UAE, you better, unless it's a multinational company where they say, fine, 1 month, just do your handover and go. If you're not working for a multinational company, then you better be very, very careful, because you can't just resign. The boss or the manager or the owner, especially if it's a privately owned, they'll say, nothing doing. I paid so much money for you. You better finish the work, or you finish the contract, or they might even ask you to reimburse them for the expenses put. There have been so many cases, and given the fact that I mentor, coach, and guide so many people, it's always a nightmare. Number 5 is, remember this much, there are plenty of laws, plenty of rules, plenty of regulations, but, I made videos about it before. They change laws like they change the underwear, and it's like sometimes they don't even wear an underwear. So there are laws, namesake laws, but it all depends which ruling family are you from, or which ruling family you know, or which Vasta you know, or who you are, or it all comes down to this, it's who you know, it's not what you know. And the laws always will favor the Emirati. The laws will always favor the government. The laws will always favor the employer. The laws will always favor the ones who are rich. If you do not have any of these, well, the laws will backfire on you. You can have literally something on the letterhead, literally something in writing, still you will not be able to win. And if you have everything legal and you're fighting someone powerful, they'll drag it on until you'll be dry without any money to even buy a glass of water. It is that bad. And remember this, when there's a legal case, they will ban you from traveling. They can even take your passport. Keep that in mind. Number 6. Okay, lately I've been seeing, gold visa, purple visa, talent visa, gaming visa. All these visas are fantastic. Oh, they sound very nice. Well, the visas are not for free, my dear. And those very rare visas which, even Rajnikant, oh, I got the gold visa, what a prestigious visa. This is all publicity, okay? These guys are rich guys. They don't bloody need it. The only reason why people are getting the 20-year visa is because it avoids the headache of keep on going and renewing it, okay? Keep that much in mind. So it's more money, less time. And just FYI, so many people have, if you buy this property, 1 million, you'll get the visa. Here's what they don't tell you in the news. Try selling off the property without the visa. See what happens. Have you read the fine print of, if you don't have the visa, can you sell the property? Can you make money out of it? Can you give it to somebody else? What? These loopholes nobody talks about. There are so many subcategories or subclauses or exceptions or hidden fine print which people don't read, and then you can't fight against the government, you can't fight against the country, you can't mention this on social media, you'll be in deep shit. Okay, number 7 is, so the visas, what I was telling you is, if you have lots of money, you'll get the visa easily. Don't have money, you're in deep trouble. And if you get on the wrong side of the law, you can have the visa, you'll still be thrown out. And if you have property linked with the visa, then you can invest, can't take it out. Number 7 is all your achievements, all your credentials, all your accomplishments, all your work experience, everything, even the education that you do is limited to UAE. Okay. Once you get out of UAE, you go to Canada, you go to Australia, you go to India, you go anywhere else with that experience, they will say, your experience in UAE, we don't care about all that. You tell us what is your experience here locally. What do you know? Okay, if it is a software, I can understand. If it's something technical, fine. But here, ask yourself, is there any shortage of engineers? Is there any shortage of software developers? Is there any shortage of salespeople back in your country? So whatever experience you have in UAE is limited to UAE, not outside. And just imagine you get such high salaries in UAE. Do you think you will get the same in Canada? Do you think you'll get the same back in India? No, you are mistaken. It'll come down to even 80% less. This is a fact, 80% less, because they don't value anything from the work experience to even the education. They just don't value it unless it's from creme de la creme, someone really high profile. Okay. Number 8 is relationships. They are very, very superficial. And if you think, oh, this girl loves me or this guy loves me no matter what, or my colleagues are left, just inform people that you've lost your job, that you don't have any money, and you need to borrow 10,000 dirhams from them. 10,000, 1,000, whatever. Open challenge to you. Tell them, please, can you lend me 10,000? Can you lend me 5,000? You'll have maybe 3,000 friends on Facebook, 5,000 contacts on your phone, 21,000 on LinkedIn. Not one will be of any use to you. And if you can get one, wow, if you can get one. The only people who would help you maybe is your spouse or maybe someone who personally knows you. Social media, they will not bother. I remember the days when I was having this position as a director in one of the companies, and I was driving this rented out Range Rover, and I put it up online. The number of people, hey bro, when are we going to go for a ride? Hey, I'm coming to meet you, man. So much of love, not only from the girls, from the guys. When I lost my job and I sent the message to the very same people, they didn't bother to respond. Okay, so relationships, very superficial. If you earn $1 million, expect everyone to love you. If you are driving rich cars and rich positions, everyone will love you. You don't have any of this, bye-bye. You don't exist. Number 9 is if someone wants to put you in trouble, they can. And if you do get on the wrong side of the law, you are finished. Okay. So just be careful who is your enemy or who you make problems with. Your boss, your company, an Emirati, even a female, if she cries rape or if she cries and you're not an Emirati or you're not a rich Arab, you can be in very, very bad trouble, because remember, the courts will benefit, the lawyers will make a lot of money, but you will not. And they always favor the female more than the male. Okay, so if in case you get on the wrong side of the law, make sure that you take a trusted but world-class legal team. Okay, be careful, especially if they are very well-to-do, because that means they know how to squeeze money out of you. And if you're on the wrong side of the law and you don't have the influence, you do not have the knowledge, it can get very, very bad. That is why most of these cases where UK citizens, Irish, American, they immediately contact the embassy because the embassy supports them. If you're Indian, Pakistani, you might as well rot and die. Nobody will care. And last if not the least, why Dubai or UAE is not what it used to be is, okay, previously when you were old, you would retire and go back to your home country. There would be a villa, there would be a house, you can retire with your family. That's how most of the Indians used to do in the past, who came in the 70s and 80s. They would work, earn, send foreign exchange, build a house, build a villa, have a property, and retire. Today, you can't do that because India has also become very expensive. Back home, it's become very, very expensive. So, you want to stay in UAE, you like the luxury, you like the benefits, you like the perks, you like the facilities that it offers. So you will do whatever it takes to continue being there. So many Indians today don't want to go back to India because you'll have to take all the money, declare everything, and you'll be taxed for it. They're not going to give you a free ride. So people want to stay in UAE no matter what. And for that, you end up spending everything that you earned and saved in UAE. And if you have children, all the best. It's like having a kid is like having a Rolls Royce. You'll end up having all your money being spent to maintain your life being there. So as you grow older, the window of opportunities narrows down so very badly. You will be like stuck, and then you'll hold on to your job with your life, and you'll show that you're strong, you'll show you're successful, but you know that there is no hope. That is why females who are above 40, 45, they have a good positions. Once they lose that, they never get the same position or the same money. I have worked with so many. I know this. They'll never get the same position. And if a guy is in his 40s and he loses his job, guys can get, but after 50, no way. After 45, no way. Unless you're a businessman or unless you're enterprising, no way. Once you lose your job, you'll never get the highest. You can only negotiate for 20, 30, 40% less. And majority of the people in UAE don't know how to sell and market themselves. They don't know how to stand out. They think, oh, now I'll suddenly get in touch with them. I'll pay someone or I'll flatter someone. It doesn't work out that way. You have to put years, months of hard work and effort. Only then you'll succeed and survive. Others you'll not. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Why Dubai is no longer what it used to be. It's a great place to make money. It's a great place to have a great life. But it's too expensive. It's too unpredictable. It's like a wild west where laws are just not predictable. And remember, when times are good, it's amazing. Dubai is a dream come true. But when times go bad, get ready for everything that you earned, you saved, everything will go. And you'll just be left holding on to the last straw. And the one final thing which I told you, most of the people, they will want to live in UAE no matter what, because they have nowhere else to go. Nowhere. Because you go to any other place, you'll have to start from zero. You go to Canada, Australia, even back home in India, you will be a nothing, a nobody, and you'll start from zero. So this is what I wanted to leave you with. Feel free, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. This is me signing off.